What's up, guys? It's Cash Flow Cart, and today we are covering the Yield Max ETFs. I know one of my, I don't want to say friend, but acquaintances on YouTube covers these a lot, and he refers to them as trash investments. I will not refer to them as that, but I don't think that's unfair to say. So in this video, we're going to be talking about any type of ETF that uses a highly volatile security, such as TSLY. There's an Amazon one. I don't know if it's AMZY. I can't actually remember. And Coney, CONY. There's an NVDY one. We're going to be covering, this general theme. Guys, I've covered this before on the channel. We'll link to another video over here. Test out my YouTube skills. But okay, so just to provide some context for this video, I had filmed another video, and I will be using clips from that original video. I had made a mistake, and I had framed this video as kind of attacking a different investor who recommends, these types of ETFs to beginners and pitches them as very beginner-friendly investments. Guys, I didn't do my research on this guy. I understand that some of you were offended by this original video, and, I will admit I was wrong. I should not have called someone out without, I guess, doing my full proper due diligence on someone. I get that. I'm not going to hide behind that mistake. With that being said, I do think there was some really good footage from that video, kind of once I got off my high horse and actually addressed, the message. So again, I'm sorry if I offended anyone, guys. That was not my intention. I'll frame this video a little more professionally, and we will talk about the fundamental flaws with these covered call ETFs, guys. Let's get into it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Covered call ETFs, JEPI's an example, TSLY is an example. There's an Amazon one now. There's an Apple one now. Gosh, I got to calm down because every ticker I name just reminds me of thumbnails I've seen from that guy, of deleted videos of him in the past, recommending all these tickers. Trends change. He takes them off his channel, starts talking again about perfect stocks. I don't understand it. Okay, I got to focus in right now, guys. So, like I said, I have other videos covering this, but what is a covered call, guys? So a covered call essentially is you own 100 shares of a stock. Okay, does that make sense? So you own 100 shares of a stock, a long position, and you sell a call to an options trader who's looking to buy a call. You agree at a strike price, and they pay you a premium, for that call. What that call is essentially a ceiling or cap on your gains of that stock. Okay? So in this time frame, if your stock appreciates past that level, that strike price, the person who bought that call is going to have the right to call those shares away from you and take over those shares, at that strike price. Does that make sense? And this is a very helpful diagram. It's probably the most, common way of visualizing covered calls. I wanted to include this, and, I think this one does a great job of driving home the point. With that being said, let's look at Tesla. Okay. As you guys know, TSLY, or TSLY, as these furus are always saying, is, the Yield Max ETF that tracks Tesla underlying. And, it's pretty clear why something like this would not work. And we are going to cover that, guys. What do we know about Tesla? Okay, when I tell you the word Tesla stock, what's the first word that comes to your mind, guys? I'll give you a second, think about it. I say Tesla stock, boom. What word pops in your head? For me, It's volatility. Okay, so off the top of my head, I don't know Tesla's beta, but we will look it up real fast. Tesla, the beta of Tesla is 2.43. Okay, so that means it's going to be, over 143% more volatile than the benchmark, which in this case is probably what? The S&P 500, guys. So, going back to the Tesla chart, we understand that Tesla is a volatile stock. The covered call strategy does not work well on volatile stocks. And the reason for that, guys, is when a stock is more volatile, what's that mean? It's got more ups and downs, and it can move and change faster. Okay, kind of like NVDY right now. It's very volatile because it's moving up and appreciating much faster than the Nasdaq or the S&P 500 has, year to date. Okay, so when you have a volatile stock, the covered call strategy is not necessarily a good one, because all that happens is on these swings up, that strike price, this horizontal line right here in the chart is much more likely to hit. Okay, that's going to trigger a taxable event. That's going to, sell out of your shares. I mean, a lot of these guys are using like synthetic shares, which is a whole nother rant and a whole nother conversation. But the point I'm driving home here is covered call investing is not typically the most sustainable approach for very volatile stocks. And, if he had some experience in investing, he would probably know that. He would probably, talk to clients, talk to investors, and he would realize that, a lot of these guys that are selling covered calls for income are doing so on very, predictable, flat, lower volatility stocks. Ford, for example. I mean, with the exception of this spike here in late 2021, Ford was kind of on a downtrend. It had been pretty steady for years. And some investors who were long Ford wanted to supplement some income, and they were trying to sell, covered calls just out of this range and collect that premium while holding onto their shares. Does that make sense? AT&T is another one I've seen it done with. And, AT&T has kind of been range bound for, I don't even know how many years this is. It's kind of been range bound for basically my whole life here between this, 16 and $32 mark. AT&T has been trading. So if you are a long-term holder of AT&T and you're tired of this one not really going anywhere in the long term, maybe you do supplement your income with covered calls, guys. I'm not saying this strategy can't work. It's not one I personally use, but it's definitely not one that makes sense to use on a very high volatility stock. And, of course, other YouTubers on the internet are going to tell you that it works perfectly well with Tesla and Amazon and NVIDIA. You know why they're telling you that? Because it's getting views, okay? It's trending. These are not real investors. I'll say it again. I know you're not going to respond to this because you can't make, real videos. You just have to smile in all your videos and put on a happy face and act like investing has no risk and it's some, walk in the park with no learning curve. Guys, I get it. If you can't tell, I am fired up. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Again, the point of this video was for you guys, my subscribers, to have a better understanding of the risks that are very present within this covered call strategy and applying it to, stocks with high volatility. Today, we mainly use Tesla as an example, but there's an NVIDIA one, like we mentioned. There's multiple other ones. I've even come on record. I've spoke out against Jeppy even, guys. Again, I do want to make clear the point of this video was not to shame anyone, but it was rather to offer my, guidance and my opinions, guys. Thank thank you all for sticking with me as I kind of navigate this YouTube thing and kind of decide, what I want my voice to be. Guys, when we're passionate about something, we all get fired up, guys, whether it's investing, or whatever your other hobbies are. I'm sure everyone has other hobbies, guys. I like to work out. I get pretty fired up in the gym sometimes. Um, you get what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of yapping right now, but please subscribe. Please hit that like button, guys. It really helps. And again, it's been great. Let's keep going and let's build wealth, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.